Hi guys, my name is Leslie. This is my first video on this channel and I just wanted to come on here and share some things that have helped me become the person that I am today. And I'm hoping by making this video that at least one person hears this advice and it resonates with at least one person and that it can make a difference in your life. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is embarrassment, right? Even before I filmed this video, like I had this rush of embarrassment inside me. I'm like, oh my gosh, this person's gonna see this person's gonna see this. And I just told myself, like, Leslie, get over yourself. You know what I mean? Like, you're stopping yourself and your growth because of somebody else's eyes seeing something that you're making. Like, that is just ridiculous. You need to get over your embarrassment. You need to move on. You need to toughen up and put what you want to put out there. And you have things to say. I have some certain things that I know could help someone and I want them to hear it. And I know that it can help people. So on the topic of embarrassment, don't be limiting yourself and limiting what you can do in this life because you are embarrassed. Because everybody in this life has done something embarrassing. I embarrassed myself so much growing up, and I am not that person I am today. You are not that person that you were back then. Everybody's always evolving. Everybody's always changing, and you have to remember that you're not going to limit yourself because of a past thing that you did. People, we cannot go back in the past. We can't go on a time machine and say, oh, I'm gonna change X, Y, Z. No, we have to keep going. And that's what I'm gonna do, and that's what you're gonna do. So we're just gonna leave it at that. Embarrassment is in the past. If you embarrass yourself right now in this very second, in 1 second, it's already in the past. So we're gonna continue to move on and we're gonna grow. The second point is haters. Guys, someone will always have something to say about you, no matter what. If you're the most famous person ever, or you're nobody, or you feel like you're nobody, people will always have something to say about you. Like, say that you feel so confident and so beautiful. Someone will always have something to say. You cannot let the words of other people make you feel down and make you feel something about yourself. You have to be so secure in yourself and knowing who you are that these people's comments and these people's words don't mean anything to you guys. It's kind of like, I'm not going to say a wall because you don't want to build like a toxic wall inside of yourself. You want to be so secure and so knowing of who you are that these words just bounce right off of you guys. Like, you just have to be so secure in yourself. And that's something that I have been really working on in the past couple of years. And it's the best thing that I could ever done. It's just a beautiful thing to be so secure within yourself. And that's really important in your personal growth. The next thing, guys, you need to stop blaming other people for things that happen in your life. Say, for example, you don't get up, you don't go to the gym, you don't do your homework, you don't do a certain goal that you have for yourself. Guys, you have to stop blaming everybody around you and look within yourself. First, you blame yourself. That's what I've had to learn because I would always make excuses like, oh, I didn't get this done, or I couldn't do this because somebody did this, or something happened during the day, whatever. No, guys. Everything that happens in your life is on you. It is on you. It is your fault, and you need to step it up. You need to keep on going and blame yourself and fix it. Nobody can fix you except for you. You have to remember that. Everybody wants somebody to come down, hold their hand and say, oh, help me, please help me. Or I can't do this. How do I do this? Guys, it's all you. We are created to be able to do whatever we want to do. It starts here and it starts in here. You have to know you. Everything is your fault. Everything is on you. And once you accept that, nothing will stop you and you will not have excuses for everything anymore. On the topic of excuses, right? Everybody knows that one person that's like, oh, I couldn't do this because of X, Y, Z. No. Even if you have an amazing excuse, at the end of the day, it's still an excuse. People do not care about excuses. Like, they'll sit in your face and say, yeah, I sympathize with you, whatever. Behind your back, they're talking about you. They don't give a fuck. Excuse my language, actually. They don't care. Like, nobody cares about your excuses. You need to get up. You need to not make excuses for anything and own up to things that you have done. And that's something that I had to struggle with and learn, because I used to blame everybody under the sun except for myself. You know what I'm saying? And once I started accepting that a lot of these problems I was having is because of me, everything changed, guys. Everything. Growing up, I was always so social. I had a lot of friends. I used to be involved in a lot of activities, doing a lot of things, and I never had time for myself. And not until I graduated high school and I was around 19, 20 years old was when I started realizing that my personal time and personal space was so beneficial to my personal growth that now I can't even stand to go out. I just can't do it. And I used to party. I used to find any excuse to get drunk, any excuse to smoke, guys. Partying, I used to party. And I was so down. I was so low. That was the lowest I was ever in my entire life. I was so upset, sad. I never got anything done. Guys, you walk into my room, clothes, a mess. I have a Hispanic mom, she's yelling at me 8 a.m, clean your room, clean your room. I didn't clean my room, guys, and never made my bed. And now as an adult, first thing I do, I wake up, I clean my bed. My house is always clean. I do not let certain people come to my house. I don't like people coming over, period. Even my siblings, I have to prepare myself because, your personal space is so important. Your personal space is everything. And when my mind is clear, you can tell. My house is clean. My room is clean. My environment is calm. Guys, I grew up in a house with a lot of people, a lot of yelling, a lot of screaming. And, I thought that was normal. I thought that everybody's house was like that and that everybody can function through the loud chaos. But in reality, it was really so damaging to my brain and my personal growth. Like I said, the chaos was too much, and me not even having time outside of the house to focus on myself, it was just damaging. It was very damaging. And I want to tell you guys, that partying, fun lifestyle, that fun, it's not going to be fun forever. And that's not life. That's not living life, guys. We were not born out of this, in this life to be, drinking and being under the influence all the time. Your brain needs to be you. You need to understand what that means. I used to know people who were never sober, weeks at a time, weren't sober, weeks at a time. How can you ever know you and know exactly what's going on inside of you if you're not even you? You're under the influence on something. You know what I'm saying, guys? That has to be out the window. Throw that shit out the window. Once I stopped doing those once I stopped partying, once I stopped giving other people my attention and my time, I grew. I found out who I was, guys. And that can happen to you as well. You guys have to remember that. One thing that is so important, guys, knowledge. When I was growing up, people would say to me, oh, Leslie, you're dumb, you're stupid, you're this, you're that. Guys, there was so much stuff on my mind at that time in my life, and my brain was so fogged, I couldn't even focus on anything. We're in school, I don't even know what's going on. I have terrible grades. I'm just not paying attention to anything about me. I'm worried about everything, everybody under the sun. Knowledge is so key to becoming the best version of yourself, guys. I read, I watch podcasts daily. These people that I've watched and books that I've read have changed my life, for the better, because I was just down bad. I was not the person that I was supposed to be, guys. So knowledge is very important. And of course, with knowledge comes knowing that if you don't have knowledge, you're easily controllable. People can emotionally control you. People can tell you things, and guys, just knowledge. Knowledge is key. Knowledge is key. Read, watch podcasts, talk to people, have important conversations. Life is not all about like laughing and giggling. No, things are serious. You need to be educated, guys. I was not educated. I didn't know anything about anything, and especially living on your own as an adult, you need to understand how to not be emotionally controlled and know what's going on factually, okay? On the topic of that, growing up, I was so emotional. Everything would piss me off. I was so angry. Everything would deteriorate my day. If I woke up and my mom was yelling at me about something, my whole day would be messed up. I couldn't even think. I was so upset. I was so angry at everything. And when you're emotionally thinking all the time, it alters your brain. It makes you think at the lowest level, guys, the lowest level. And learning to think logically instead of emotionally is the best thing that you can do. It will even elevate your knowledge without you even reading or, listening to stuff like that. You thinking logically is the best option. Once I started getting that knowledge, I found out how pretty much everything that we're learning is a lie. Our government lies. Things are not what they seem to be. And this dream, this lifestyle of, graduate, go to college, get a job, all this stuff. I didn't take that traditional route. Right out of high school, I went to the Navy. I served in the Navy for 4 years. I'm very grateful for that. And I'm very happy that I did not go that traditional route, because knowing things that I know now, for example, they call it the rat race. Doing the exact same things as your parents and stuff like that, trying to climb out of debt after going into debt and things like that, guys. Like, that's not how we're supposed to live. We're not supposed to live always in debt, always trying to work for money. You know what I'm saying? Like, things are so much more. Your life is so much more than that. Going to college, getting the job, climbing out of debt, working paycheck to paycheck. That's not life, guys. You need to be intelligent. You need to understand, you see these 18-year-old kids driving the Lamborghini, Bugatti, like if they can do it, you can do it, guys. You can do anything you want in this life. It's all about your mindset. Once I realized that everything that I want, I can have, I just started attracting things that I wanted. And we need to all think this way. You know what I'm saying? Like, living paycheck to paycheck and doing these things is not living, guys. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be retired, living off of a pension, and then going to travel and seeing the world at the age of like 60, 70, 80 years old, guys. We are young. When you're young, you need to see the world and see things that are happening and know things and see other perspectives. And that's something that's huge, guys. Once I started to change my perspective, for example, recently I've been doing a lot of Uber Eats and DoorDash. The weather's been not that good. It's been raining. Instead of saying, wow, today sucks, I have to drive in the rain, I say, wow, thank you, God, because I'm blessed to have a car. I'm blessed to even be able to have a phone, to work from my phone, to work with my hands, to drive this car. I'm thankful to even wake up today, to even wake up in a bed. I'm thankful to even have a warm shower in the winter. I'm thankful. Guys, changing your perspective on things, because not everybody has what you have. And you have to always remember, somebody has something worse than you. Your life, somebody always has something worse going on than you. Be grateful for what you have. Always be grateful and change that perspective, because we all know that one person that's always negative, always saying, oh my gosh, today is this, today is that. Guys, being negative is ugly. Being negative is dark. You want to always be the light, always be that inspirational person, always be that person that's grateful, because even if you don't believe it, guys, it will happen. Your brain will change and you will know that everything will be okay, and it's all going to be okay. And it's all happy. Things are good, like your brain will automatically change like that. You have to remember that, guys. Don't listen to people you don't want to be like. Don't listen to people you don't want to be like. Find somebody that you like, that resonates with you, and adopt their ways, adopt what they do and change a little bit, and take advice from people that you admire. And I'm not saying worship, guys, because we don't want to be copying people or, adapting somebody's whole persona. You want to still be you. Listen to their advice and take their advice and implement it to you, because everyone's life is different. You can't copy other people's lives, guys, okay? Another point that changed my entire life was learning what it meant to be in your feminine energy and in your masculine energy, guys. So I grew up with in a one-parent household. My father unfortunately went to jail, and my mom had to take care of me and my two younger sisters. And seeing her working hard and seeing her, doing everything on her own, I had to really step it up because I'm the oldest. And, being the oldest comes with a lot of responsibilities. And, just growing up, I was in that masculine state. I had to be super strong for my sisters, super strong for my mom. And that really hurt me in the long run as an adult and as a married woman, because I was so in my masculine state that I just couldn't let go. I couldn't let go of that ego or that wall that I had, because it's like a distrusting wall. It's like, no, I have to be strong. I can't depend on you. I can't rely on you. And guys, you cannot be this way. You have to trust. I had to learn how to trust, blindly trust. I was in the Navy for 4 years. I was in a very masculine job, always around men, and that still kept me very masculine. And it was just an energy that I did not like. Guys, we as women should not be in this masculine energy. It's tiring. It's not the energy that we should be in. So changing that and knowing how to break out of that and going to the feminine energy is key. Watch videos on it. I had to learn, I watched these women, those beautiful European women on TikTok, talking about how to be in your feminine energy. And that's exactly what I did. Like I said, implement those advice into your life. And that's what I did, but not copy, okay? But in all reality, guys, the praise all goes to Jesus. I found God this year, actually in January, earlier this year, and it was the best thing that has ever happened to me. I did grow up going to church and things like that, but as a child, you just kind of do what your parents say, and it was kind of like I dreaded it. We'd wake up early. I had to put on a dress and tights, and mom screaming, pulling my hair, doing my hair, and I found God on my own. I'm reading the Bible. I haven't read it front to back yet, but I'm reading the Bible and learning. Like, now that I know Jesus and I know God, my entire life has a purpose. I know what my purpose is. I know why I'm here on this earth. I know what I'm here to do. I know exactly what morals to live by and not to live by, guys. Like, it has changed my life. And I praise Jesus Christ for it all. I love you. Love Jesus. I am so grateful for my husband. His name is Kavika. He has been amazing. The best partner I can ever ask for. God brought him into my life in the time that I needed him most. I don't want to cry. Guys, I got married at 18 years old. He was 19. And, I grew into the person that I am today with this person. He changed my entire perspective on everything. Took me out of that masculine state and put me into a feminine state. The amount of protection, the amount of love that I feel with Kavika, like, it's just so beautiful. And just knowing the importance of that relationship, a husband and wife relationship, is so beautiful, guys. With that being said, the importance of having a good and non-toxic relationship is so important. You want to treat each other with respect. You want to be respectful to one another and love each other, guys. When you're in a relationship, it should be easy. It shouldn't be hard, and that person should bring out the best in you, not the worst. and not for you to always be in fear and in anxiety. Like when you're in a beautiful relationship, all your fears and all your anxiety goes away, and it's just you and that person. And, you know, I wish that somebody would have told me these things as a young adult, because I would have changed a lot of stuff that I did in the past. But like I said, guys, we can't dwell on the past. We have to move on. The importance of being a high value woman. Like I said, those beautiful European girls I see on TikTok, like I had to learn from them, and I had to learn how to dress looking more beautiful, being presentable, and guys, the importance of covering your body and being modest. Modesty is more beautiful, guys, than coming out here in a crop top and booty shorts. You know, you might get the eyes, but it's the wrong attention. You're getting the wrong attention. These are lustful intentions, not loving your soul, loving you intentions, guys. You don't want that type of attention. Keeping your body count low is important, guys. Like, don't just give your body to anybody. The exchange of something like that is very sacred and it's very beautiful. You have to understand that. Keep yourself in a high value state. And it's just like, you guys will see the difference. You'll know the difference. And again, looking presentable. I used to come out the house, you know, in a sweatshirt and a sweatpants and my hair looking crazy. I didn't know how to do my hair. I have very curly hair. I'm Dominican. So like both my parents are too. So my hair is very, very curly, and I did not knowing how to do my hair or brush it or have the products. You know, I would just braid my hair, go to school. My hair would look crazy, and my outfit's crazy. Learning how to do a little bit of makeup and doing my hair and dressing more appropriately and beautifully was something that changed me completely as well, because I felt more beautiful. I felt more confident. And you know, there's something that people say. It's like when you go places looking good, you already start your day off well. Like, and that's how I feel. Every day I wake up, I do my makeup, I do my hair, I look cute, I look good. I feel good throughout the day. Like, the day is good for me, and no matter what happens, at least I'm looking cute, right? You know what I'm saying? So that's that on that part. I'm currently struggling with is going to the gym all the time. You know, health is very important. I want to be very healthy. I want to be a little bit skinnier, and that's okay. We need to be okay with knowing that being healthy is the best choice. And right now I am not the healthiest that I should be. And that's okay, because I have to work towards that. You know, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh my gosh, it's so hard, you know, whatever. No, guys, we have to just keep pushing. We have to do what we need to do. No excuses. Remember, no excuses. Let's keep on moving. I would lie to myself. I would try to say, you know, no, Leslie, you know, it's because of this. No, guys, it's the facts. You know, I'm not losing weight. I'm not going to the gym because I'm overeating, and I'm not getting up and going to the gym. Like, guys, it's just simple facts. Like, once I started talking to myself like that, like, Leslie, get up. Like, you're making excuses. You're being lazy. We need to keep going. That's when I started changing my life. On the topic of lying, don't be a liar. Don't live your life lying to yourself and lying to others, because it's tiring. It's tiring living in a lie. I used to lie, little tiny white lies. I used to say, like, oh yeah, I cleaned my room, I did this, whatever. And I would just lie. And it's a tiring lifestyle of lying. You know, you want to be a truthful person. You want to say the truth, because if you keep lying, it's all going to come back to you. All the lies will come back. And especially if you lie to yourself, because then you'll never grow. You'll continue lying and not doing anything. Guys, your words, like, you know, we just talked about not lying. What you say about yourself. Remember I told you guys, people used to call me dumb. People used to say I was stupid. You know, I used to say that too. Oh, I'm not that smart. I'm not that good at school. You know, I'm not that good at whatever. No, guys, whatever you say becomes reality. Your mouth and your words have so much power. You can really do anything in your life just with saying the right stuff about yourself and saying good things about other people. Waking up every day and saying, I am beautiful. I am good. I am going to do what I'm going to do today. I'm going to achieve my goals. These are things that are crucial for your improvement. Like, You can't sit there and degrade yourself, guys. It's like being in a verbally abusive relationship with someone, a person that's telling you like, oh, you're this and that. And you're doing that to yourself, guys. That's an abusive emotional relationship with yourself. Love yourself and have all of the confidence in you. The biggest battle that you're fighting is with yourself in here. You can do anything you want in this life. Anybody can do anything they want, anything. The only thing stopping you is your mind. Your mind is your biggest enemy. Once you learn how to not have your mind as your enemy, things will get better. You can do anything you want in this life. Anybody can do anything they want. When we're young, your parents say, oh, what do you want to be when you're older? You say the most craziest thing like, oh, I want to be this and this and this. And, sometimes you have to live in that little bit of delusional mindset when you're trying to become big and do amazing things or just little tiny goals in your life. You have to be telling yourself things that you might not believe at that moment in time, but after saying it, a lot of times after saying it repeatedly, it's going to happen. This video was so fun. It was my first time, like I said. I just sat here and I was like, I hope that this video at least touches one person, and there's definitely going to be more to come. Thank you for watching, and support any way you can. Subscribe or give me a like or anything. Comment to see what else you guys want to hear from me, and thank you so much, and bye bye.